Hello guys, how are you doing? How have you been? How is everything on your side? It's a girl Frida, and I've decided to do this video for you guys before I leave for work. I'm all dressed up, I've had my dinner, I'm going for a night shift, and I had a couple of minutes, so I decided, okay, what do I do with these few minutes? So I've decided to just share with you how you can increase your salary as a newly qualified staff nurse, but 5 staff nurse here in the UK. Like even when you come in from your country, from overseas, I know a lot of people, of course, you ask how much do you earn monthly and all that, and I know sometimes it can be a little bit hard because newly qualified, you're paid the least. You're the least paid. So how do you increase your salary as a newly qualified band 5 staff nurse? I have other tips with me because that's what I've been doing to help me with my expenses, to help me earn a little bit more. So I decided, okay, let me just do this for you and see, maybe it can help 1 or 2 people. So if you don't know me, I'm sorry I haven't introduced myself. If you don't know me, my name is Frida. I'm a staff nurse. I was working in stroke unit a couple of months ago. Right now I'm working in ICU, ITU, CCU, whatever you'd love to call it, and I'm enjoying it. I've always wanted to be an ITU nurse. I've always wanted to be an ICU nurse, ITU nurse. That's what where I would have ended. So yeah, it came early. I thank God for that. I never saw it coming this early, but it came early, and yeah, I'm so grateful for that. I'm loving everything. A lot of things to learn, but yeah, 1 step at a time. Yeah, so let's get into this video. Everybody come to my inbox. One of the things that they will ask me is how much do you earn as a nurse? And I know this is an important question because you want to know if it's going to make a big difference if you come into this country. If you know, I understand. That was the same question I used to ask a lot of people before I came and started working here. I used to ask a lot of people, how much are you earning? Another thing I would love to say is that don't come with a lot of expectations. A lot of people come with high expectations, expecting that when you come here within 2 months, or you buy a land in your home country, or you build a very big mansion, or you do this, you do that. Please let's just be realistic, you know. So that's why I've decided to do this video, guys. For you, I'll share all my payslips, and yeah, so I'll show you how much how I earned over £3,000 in a month, being least paid but 5 nurse, you know, newly qualified. So yeah, I didn't struggle as much. I didn't work like excessively. It's manageable. What I try to do, I don't try to overwork myself. I rest. I love resting. If I'm not out somewhere with my partner, I'm home resting. I love sleeping. I love taking my time to rest. I'm an indoor star, so every off I take my time to just rest, guys. I'm insisting it because I'm letting you know that I rest, and that's why I managed to do this. So one thing, don't overwork yourself. If you feel you're tired, don't do an extra shift. So being a band 5 nurse, when you come into this country, you're newly qualified as a nurse, so you would start doing bank shifts immediately, because bank shift is like locums, extra shifts. So you need to start doing them immediately because you need to be signed off some like IV, to give IV medications, oral medications. You also need to be confident in yourself before starting to work as a bank nurse or in So for me, I started doing bank shifts last year in November. That's when I started doing bank shift after staying in the trust for a couple of months, and I started doing bank shift in the stroke unit in the ward that I used to work. So I never used to go into other wards to do bank shift because I was so confident into the ward. I knew I'll get a lot of support because they knew like I was starting and all that. So I started doing bank shifts in my stroke unit before I started. Right now I do shifts in other wards because I'm a bit confident with what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and patient safety comes first in everything. So if you feel you're confident, if you feel you're ready, start register as a bank staff and start booking bank with your trust. In our trust, we have a lot of bank shifts, and we have incentives, like they add some pounds on top of what you'll be earning. So one of the tips that I apply myself, I don't do a day shift as a bank. Most of the time you'll find me doing night shifts. I book a night shift, bank shifts or locum, what you want to call it. So I book it and I make sure it has incentive of that. Most of the time you find night shifts, they have 75 pounds on top. In our trust, I don't know how the trust, so you find there are some incentives, so you get 30% of working as a night because there are enhancements. Let me start breaking it down. In this country, you have a basic pay. You have a basic pay, and to work according to the contract, you're supposed to work the 7.5 hours per week. So I normally work only 3 days a week, and there's in a month, 1 week I'm supposed to do 4 days. 3 days for 3 weeks, 3 days a week, 3 days a week for 3 weeks, and 4 days for 1 week every month. That's how it's supposed to be. So I make sure, I'm working 3 days. So if for these 3 days I try and book one night shift, and sometimes I can book a late shift, so I find myself working 4 days and a half, and that's how I increase my salary. And booking these shifts, I book the ones that have incentives, the ones that have some money on top, and I do night shifts. That's one of the tips, guys. Take your night shifts, guys, because you get your 30%. You get 75 pounds on top, and this is how you find yourself earning a lot of money, and this will increase your salary. So apart from the basic pay, with basic pay also, when you do your night shifts, when you do your weekends, you have enhancement for that. You have 30% enhancement on your salary when you do night shifts and Saturday, and on Sunday you have 60%. So there's that basic pay and monthly pay, and now you have your bank. So with bank money, you get paid every week. For us, you get paid every other. If I do a bank this week, I'll get paid not next week, the other week after next week. That's when I'll get paid the bank shift that I've done for this week. So I try as much as possible to do at least one bank every single week, and I'm always looking forward to that payment every single week. I know, there's some money coming, even I received money for this week, so that bank I did it like 2 weeks ago, you see, and next week I'll receive some other money for the bank that I did last week. That's what happens. So I have an excitement that I'll be receiving some money. I like my bank, it's like there's something flowing into every week. I have something coming in, even if it's little. It will change. It will help me with some expenses, maybe food shopping. This particular month, and most of the time I find myself doing a night shift every week. So yeah, anyway, so guys, this particular month I sat down and I was like, hey, let me just calculate how much I earn every time I do these bank shifts, and put it and top it up with my monthly salary. And I was shocked because I earned 3,300 pounds for that month, and I didn't work as much because I'm always smart with the banks that I choose. Bank shift that I choose, I make sure there are incentives. There is that 75 pounds on top, and it's a night shift. But sometimes I choose a late shift or an early shift, and with that they have 50 pounds on top, and that can also increase your salary. Just choose what works for you. Sorry guys, So I'll be reviewing with you my pay slips, and I'll show you everything, and I'll break it down for you guys, and I'll share all the pay slips. That month it was on February, and so I've shared pretty much like four bank pay slips for March, because this March money that I was earning, I worked for it in February, every week of March. So I'll share with you, and you can top it up, and you can hand it, and you can see that I made all this money as a newly qualified registered nurse here in the UK from overseas. And this will help you with the expenses. I know there's a lot of expenses. I know, I know all that, and you need to take care of your babies, of your people back home. Maybe you have your own goals. You want to invest into something, then this is for you guys. So yeah, you can earn I can't say it's a lot of money. Of course it's a lot to me, but you can earn a lot of money even if you're working in NHS, because I've seen a lot of videos online where people are like, oh, you in NHS they get a lot of, like, just small money, you don't earn a lot of money, or blah blah blah. So I just wanted to just share this with some people to give them courage. Even if you're working for NHS, you can still increase your salary, you can still enjoy it, because with me it's not even all about salary. I know it's good to have money to pay your expenses, to pay your rent, to take care of your family, to invest, to save, but at the same time it's about satisfaction, job satisfaction, Anyway guys, so if I stay here and talk about salary, I can take forever, guys. But yeah, I'll be sharing with you all the pay slips, and yeah, I'll see you after my night shift. I think that's when tomorrow in the morning, that's when I'll be editing, and I'll be adding all the pay slips, and yeah, I'll try and break it down for you guys. And I hope the trust that you're working for, they also have this kind of like add incentives and all that. So when you book a shift, try and make sure you book a shift that has an incentive on it, so that at least you can earn a little bit more, you understand? Yeah, so yes guys, so I'll talk to you later. Take care and be safe. See you when I'll be wrapping up this video tomorrow, and see you guys. Lots of love. Thank you so much guys for clicking on this video. So it's that time of sharing my my payslip. As you can see, I'm starting to share I'm starting this with my monthly salary, which was in February. You can see my name there, staff nurse bed 5, and you can see that my annual pay is 25,655, which is the starting salary for all NHS staff. So that's the least paid, that's the starting salary. That's what I started getting paid when I came into this country. So I started getting paid as a newly qualified staff nurse. So as you can see, my basic pay there, so yes, so guys, as you can see, this month I worked on night shifts, Saturdays and Sundays, and I got an enhancement for that. So from the basic pay, I got an enhancement for that, and I also got paid for the days that I was leave. For the days that I was on leave, I got paid for that. And on deduction side, they deducted me the tax, the NI insurance, which is like it's for health, and they deducted me pension, and I also got deducted some accommodation money from the hospital. I used to live in the hospital, and I moved into this place I'm living now, so I got deducted some little pounds for that. So guys, you can see the total payment was 26.77, and the total deduction was 762. So for this particular monthly salary, I got 1,914. And to be honest guys, I've never understood this payslip. I've never earned the same amount every month, because it will depend if I do nights or weekends or something like that. So that affects your payslip. So let's move on to the bank payslips. Hello guys, so this is my bank
Payslip. As you can see, I did a night shift and I did a Saturday, a short shift for 6 hours, and all of them they were golden. So for night shift it was £75, and for the late shift it was 50, and that's what you can see. There's a golden bank shift there, which shows a total of 125, which means it's 75 plus 50. £50 125, and that was added to my basic pay. All that was added to my basic pay, and you can see I got deducted some tax and NI. For this particular month, I felt they deducted me a lot of money because I am on normal occasion. If I do a night shift and a late shift together, I'm supposed to get £356. Yeah, so I felt I was deducted a lot of money, so I called HMRC and they changed my tax code. So they changed it to a basic rate. So that's what I am at the moment. So at this particular week, I earned for 441 total pay, and they deducted 141. I had £141 deduction, and total pay it was 300. Total pay I got £300, and this week I did an extra bank shift of a night shift and of a short shift of 6 hours, so I didn't work much. I only worked 4 days and half a day, so I earned that. I got time to rest. I rested for 2 days and for 2 days and a half. So that week I earned £300. So let's move to the next week. How much did I earn next week? Let's see. So this week I was paid on 10th of March. As you can see, it was after 3rd of March, which was next week like that. So I got paid. I did 2 nights this particular week. And I did, so what happened, there was a bank shift that I was not paid, and that's why you can see a total basic pay of 30 hours, which there's an half shift, like short shift that I had done that I was not paid. And they also missed to pay my 1 night incentives. That's why on the golden shift part, you see it's only 1 night, £75 and half. Short shift £50, £125. So they missed to pay my £75, which I wrote to them via the email, and they paid it after 2 weeks. So as you can see, this particular month I earned they deducted only tax, and total payment for this week it was $677, and they deducted a tax of 130. Is it 135? I can't see clearly. And I got a total payment of 541 points. Is it £64 for that month? For that week, I mean, sorry, I'm talking about week because these are bank shifts. This is the banks that I do. I get paid every week. So that's what I got for that week. So let's move to the next week. So this week, guys, I only did a short shift, and it was an early shift for 8 hours. And so you can see I got paid for a total of 7 hours, 7.50. And it was a golden shift. I got £50 on top, and I earned 160 something total. 160 I earned 160.70 total, and they deducted 32 for tax and 4 for NI, national insurance. And net pay for this particular week was 123.81 because I only did an 8 hours shift, only short shift, and I rested the rest days. So yeah, let's move to the next week. Yeah, so this week, as you can see, I got paid on 24th of March, and I did a night shift and a short shift, early shift for 8 hours and a night shift. And this particular week, they paid for my previous incentive that was not paid for one of my nights. That's why on the golden shift, you can see it's torturing to £200. So as you can see, they deducted the tax and they deducted NI for, so the total payments before deduction, it was 500 and pay was 597.79, and total deductions was 154.73, and the net pay was 443 pounds for this week. So as you have seen, I don't work too much. I only do take one extra night shift and a short shift, which is manageable, and that is allowed. That is allowed because you're not overworking. So, and you've seen there is 1 week that I only did one short shift for 8 hours, because I think that week I had my 4 days. That is the week that I did 4 days, so I didn't want to overwork, and I only did a short shift. So as you've seen, it's a pattern. I take a night shift and I also do a short shift. That's what I normally do, because at least with that I have 2 days to rest and a half day to rest. That's enough for me. That's so enough for me. I feel rested and I feel energetic and I feel ready to go to work. So yes guys, thank you so much for watching. So let's do the total.
Yes guys, so thank you so much for watching the video, and so let me share with you the total. As you can see, I could not be bothered to dress up because I was working last night, and I just decided to edit the video and end it and upload it before I go for my night shift tonight as well. So for this particular month and weeks, I shared my February's payslip, and my most of the bank shifts, they are matched, because most of the banks that I did was February, but they were paid in March, because I explained to you how the payment of the bank works, and it was weekly. So it was every week I was receiving some money, and I added everything here, and it shows the total amount I earned 3,322.91 pounds. That's what I earned that month. And for March, I didn't work a lot of banks because I went to Kenya to see my baby. I flew to Kenya to see my child. So as you can see, and that's that much. I didn't work a lot, as you saw on the payslips. I didn't overwork. I didn't work 6 days a week. I didn't work all those. I just worked 4 days and a half. That's a lot. And 1 week I only did one short shift, 8-hour shifts, and the rest I was just doing night shifts and short shifts, either 6 or 7 hours, 6 hours or 8 hours. And just to clarify on something, this is not agency, it's picking shifts in my NHS trust. So this is not agency, it's just a normal bank shift in your hospital. So as you can see, so I've just done some other calculations. So in case you only need to do like every week you pick up like a night shift and a short shift, 8-hour shift, 7-hour shift, so approximately you'd make 350 pounds every week, and this would total to your salary at least above 3,000. And if you do every week, you do a night shift, not bothering to do any late shift or something like that, so you would get around 944 pounds every week, and that would total to at least 2,800 2,700 pounds every month. And that's, to be honest with you, that's not bad money. That's enough. That's good money. As a starting nurse, as a newly qualified nurse, you're just paid the least amount that you're starting at the bottom, because you're a band 5, you just qualified, and all that's how much I get paid, just like that. But every year there's salary increment. So this year in September I'll have some salary like my salary will be increased, and next year until I get to the maximum paid in band 5, and we'll see how much, if that's will also increase. Of course it will increase my monthly pay, to increase my bank pay, because according to bank they also pay your rates according to your where you are as a band 5, as a band 6, and all that. So they also consider, so it's the same, so just the least paid. You see, you work, you see how to increase that salary. And yeah, so guys, that's 3,322 pounds. I made that month. So yes guys, so it will depend with you which one you prefer. If you prefer doing day shift, if you prefer doing night shift, just short shift, it will depend with you. And if you, yeah, that's it really. And I don't really have much to say to you guys, just to thank you and appreciate you for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. And I'm trying to be consistent as I can, and I'll be sharing more of nursing videos. That's what I'm passionate about, and you know it. So yeah, thank you so much guys, and I hope this video, like, I've explained everything you needed to know. And I did another video of the salary of a band 4 when you just come in, because you get paid as a band 4 nurse before you get your PIM. So you can still watch it on my channel. You can see how much you get paid before you get you do your OSCE. Hey guys, so see you. Let me get some rest before I start my night shift tonight. And yeah, and tomorrow is bank day. Another bank shift for me tomorrow, and just one night shift this week. Last week I didn't do any bank. This week just one night shift, and next week just one night shift. Yeah, anyway guys, so see you and talk to you, and I'll upload a video next week, another video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video guys. I love you so much. Take care, be good. I wish you all the best in everything you do. If you're practicing your OSCE, if you're doing your IELTS, if you're starting the process, all the best to you. Don't give up guys, don't give up. If I did it, you can do it. I did IELTS 3 times. Other people do it 10, other people do it only once. Don't get discouraged, don't give up. Keep going, continue with the journey, and I hope it will. I hope like you'll be grateful and you'll not regret. See you guys. Bye. Love you loads. Mwah! It's a girl Frida. Good vibe, positive vibe. Always be positive. Mwah!